Hello to my amazing podcast listeners. Thank you so much for joining me today again, and I really hope that you enjoyed episode 1 and got a lot from that. Today is episode 2, and in episode 2, we will be learning how to understand and use phrasal verbs, and if you don't know what they are, you're going to learn today. Please remember that this lesson provides important information for the foundations of your English language learning, so you may want to revisit this episode in the future and look through your notes as you go through your learning journey. There is a PDF activity booklet available to download. Check out the show notes to download yours, and that is designed to accompany this episode so that you can see the written form of the words as we go through the lesson. So, quick start. Let's have a quick recap on last week's episode, which was synonyms and antonyms. And I want to see if you can recall some synonyms from last week. So, if we had the word beautiful, can you think of any synonyms for beautiful? If I had the word easy, can you think of any synonyms for the word easy? And the word old, synonyms for old. And if you can't remember what a synonym is, it is basically a word or a phrase that has the same or similar meaning. So those words were beautiful, easy, and old. Okay, so for the word beautiful, we have attractive and stunning. The word easy, we have simple, effortless. And for the word old, you might have said ancient or aged. Episode 2 today, as I said, we're going to use and understand phrasal verbs. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the structure and usage of phrasal verbs. And you will also learn common phrasal verbs and how to incorporate them into your English language, into your conversational English, your everyday speech. Now, I'm going to be splitting the episode into 5 parts. Part 1, introduction and teaching point. Part 2, vocabulary. Part 3, real life application. Part 4 is your listening practice, and Part 5 is your independent learning. Part 1, introduction and teaching point. What is a phrasal verb? It's a lot less complicated than it sounds. Basically, a phrasal verb is a verb that is combined with an adverb or a preposition, or sometimes both, to give a new meaning. If you're not sure what an adverb or a preposition is, don't worry about it. Basically, they are just expressions that are used in everyday English conversations. An example might be give up. I can't do it, I give up. Give up, give is the verb. The phrase that goes around it is give up. Get on with it. Come on, you can do it, just get on with it. Get on with the task, carry on. Now, phrasal verbs can be used formally and informally, but if you are trying to be formal in your speech or in your writing, you must be careful with which phrasal verbs you use. Here are some examples of phrasal verbs. We'll do a my turn, your turn, so I will pause after I say each phrasal verb. Back down. Bring up. Put up with. Break down. Give up. Turn up, bump into, hang on, watch out. Okay, so why are phrasal verbs used? Basically, they help with the cohesion of your speech. And what I mean by that is they help with the flow of your speech. It makes your speech sound more natural and smooth running. They give specific meaning to something. And they are everyday expressions used in everyday conversations. Part 2, vocabulary section. Here are some examples of common phrasal verbs and their meanings. Get up. It's time to get up. Get up means to rise from bed in the morning. Come on, get up, it's time for school. Next one, break down. To stop functioning, usually concerning a machine of some kind. So, sorry I'm late, my car broke down. Or, my car is making a funny noise, I hope it doesn't break down. Next one, run into. It doesn't mean you actually run into somebody and clash with them. It's a phrase, a phrasal verb, to meet someone unexpectedly. Oh, I ran into Linda at the supermarket. Or, oh, I hope I don't run into George today. That might be a little bit embarrassing. Run into. Next one, look forward to, which means to be excited about something in the future. I'm so looking forward to my birthday. I am really looking forward to going out to dinner tonight. Last one, give up, which means to stop trying. Oh, this assignment is so hard, I'm just going to give up. Here are some examples of those phrasal verbs in more sentences. Number 1, woke up. She woke up early this morning. Number 2, broke down. His car broke down on the way to work. Number 3, ran into. I ran into an old friend at the store. Number 4, look forward to. They look forward to the holidays every year. Number 5, give up. He decided to give up smoking. Now, I'm going to read a sentence and I'm going to leave a blank space. And I want you to try and fit a phrasal verb into that space. The train, blank, so I was late for work. The train, blank, so I was late for work. I'm going to read the phrasal verbs again so you can come back to them and think of the appropriate one that fits in that sentence. Get up or woke up. Broke down, ran into, look forward to, give up. And the correct phrasal verb, the train broke down, so I was late for work. Next one, I blank my birthday every year. Woke up, broke down, ran into, look forward to, give up. And if you said look forward to, you would be correct. I look forward to my birthday every year. And the last one, I blank later than I expected. I was very tired. Is it woke up, broke down, ran into, look forward to, or give up? And if you said woke up or got up later than expected, I was very tired, then you would be correct. Well done. Part 3, real life application. Now, I am going to read a paragraph and I'm going to pretend that I am chatting to a friend on the phone. I want you to listen to my conversation and I want you to see if you can identify any of the phrasal verbs that I used while I was speaking. Now, some of them might sound a little bit different to ones you've just heard. It's because I might need to change the tense of which I am speaking depending on the sentence. Hey, I just got up a little while ago and you'll never believe what happened. My car broke down on the way to work. I was so frustrated, especially because I ran into an old friend last week and we were supposed to catch up today. But now I'm not sure if I can make it. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to our weekend trip. It's the one thing keeping me going right now. I almost gave up on the idea of going, but I'm glad I didn't. How's your day going? Did you spot any phrasal verbs in there? You might have heard got up, broke down, ran into, looking forward to, and gave up. I got up a little while ago. My car broke down on the way to work. I ran into an old friend. I'm really looking forward to our weekend trip. I almost gave up on the idea. I also included 2 more, which is catch up. We were supposed to catch up today. That means meet a friend and talk about what's been going on with you recently. You're going to catch up and tell them about your life. It's the one thing keeping me going right now. Keeping me going. That means it's the one thing giving you the energy to go through your day today. It's the one thing that's giving you positivity right now. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. However, I'm going to change it to a more formal tone. So this will suit those of you that are wanting to learn business English. So it might sound a little bit more formal. I'm going to pretend that I am discussing a meeting with a colleague, but I'm still going to use phrasal verbs. In the meeting this morning, I mentioned that I had just gotten up when I received the news that our server had broken down, which caused significant delays. Additionally, I ran into a former client last week and we discussed the possibility of collaborating on a future project. I'm looking forward to presenting these ideas in our next strategy session. There was a moment when I considered giving up on the plan due to the challenges we faced, but I believe it's still worth pursuing. So again, I used gotten up, got up, gotten up, broken down, ran into, looking forward to, and giving up. I had just gotten up. Our server had broken down. I ran into a former client. I'm looking forward to presenting these ideas. I considered giving up on the plan. Part 4. Listening practice. Listen to the short conversation that includes multiple phrasal verbs, and while you're doing that, I want you to consider what phrasal verbs can you hear, what do they mean in this context, and how did the use of phrasal verbs impact the flow of the conversation. Hey, did you just get up? You sound a little groggy.
Yeah, I did. I had a late night yesterday. Anyway, everything okay?
I was thinking I would go to the cinema today. There's that new thriller out that I've been wanting to see, but my car broke down this morning, so I'm not sure how I'll get there.
Oh no, that's annoying. Do you need a lift? I can pick you up.
That would be great, thanks. Actually, I ran into Sarah yesterday and she said the movie is amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Awesome. I almost gave up on going to the cinema today because I thought you might not want to go, so I'm glad I asked. Let's plan for the late afternoon showing.
Sounds perfect. I'll be ready. Part 5. Independent learning and next steps. One day this week, I want you to write a diary entry at the end of your day, and I want you to use at least 5 of this week's phrasal verbs in that diary entry. If you download the PDF activity, you will find a list of phrasal verbs that you can use, some of which we've covered today, and some new ones as well for you to experiment with. Congratulations, you've reached the end of today's lesson and I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me today and trusting me with your English learning. I hope this really helps and please do give me feedback on if there are any areas of the lessons you would like me to improve. Is there anything you want me to add into the lessons? Is there anything that you want me to take out? What do you find useful? I want to know. This podcast is for you. If you are enjoying your English learning with me and you want to learn English at a faster pace, if you have dreamed of reading English novels and understanding the deep plots and themes around them, then you may want to consider joining my book club. There is a 7-day free trial included and it's only $6 per month. So for that $6 per month, you will get 4 extra episodes. And honestly, this is where my true passion lies. I absolutely love reading, love literature, and I want to share that passion with you. So please check out the show notes for all information regarding that. Again, you get PDF activities to follow up your learning with, and as well, you will be a part of my exclusive online community. So all information about that and my gold membership, which is another member tier option, they are all available in my link tree in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this really helped you. I hope you've gotten a lot from this lesson, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.